Passengers recall what happened as fellow traveler had horrific diarrhea on airplane. Passengers recall what happened as fellow traveler had horrific diarrhea on a plane. Okay. A Delta Airlines flight was forced to turn around after one very unlucky passenger. Well, I'd say there's passengers unlucky in this case. Suffered through a horrible bout of the runs. The plane, an Airbus A350 aircraft, was traveling from Atlanta to Barcelona on Friday night, September 1st, when all hell quite literally broke loose, along with the poor bloke's bowels. Passengers recall what happened as fellow traveler had horrific diarrhea on the plane. And by the way, like, you know how British people, this is obviously a British, like, written story.
Yeah.
You know how, like, a lot of their words have U's in them that ours don't? Like, they'll spell, like, the word color with an extra U and stuff. They put an extra O. Well, they put an O in diarrhea, which is something we don't spell it that way, and it's weird. But anyway, traveler had horrific diarrhea on plane. The chap, whose identity currently remains a mystery, I'm sure he wants to keep it that way, had attempted to make it to the bathroom stalls, but was caught short and ended up doing his business right down the middle of the crafts aisle.
Oh, no.
Now, here's my thing. Even if I was this guy and I was like, there's no possible way I can make it to the bathroom, I think I would have at least just shit my pants, and then when I got in the bathroom, like, tried to make the best of that situation. Like, maybe I don't know, maybe he made the right choice, but I mean, that's a pretty ballsy move to just be like, okay, I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna plop squat right here in the aisle, right by all these people
where the food is too.
Right. Quote, this is a biohazard issue, the pilot said to air traffic control, recorded from liveatc.com and shared on X, formerly Twitter. We've had a passenger who's had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so they want us to come back to Atlanta. Both passengers and crew members were subsequently transferred, and flight DL194 eventually made it to Barcelona at 5:10 p.m. the next day. A whole 8 hours later than originally scheduled, according to data from Flight Radar 24. The airline has since issued a statement on the matter explaining Delta Flight 194 from Atlanta to Barcelona returned to Atlanta following an onboard medical issue. Our teams worked as quickly and safely as possible to thoroughly clean the airplane and get our customers to their final destination, a Delta spokesperson said. We sincerely apologize to our customers for the delay and inconvenience to their travel plans. The horrific incident unsurprisingly went viral, with footage making its rounds across social media following the cleanup operation on the flight. In the brief clip, paper towels can be seen covering the aisle, trying to clear away the various streaks of brown sludge. The unfortunate souls who were on board the flight have since revealed exactly what it was like at the time. Quote, both my wife and I were on the flight, wrote one Twitter user. It was a mess. The pilots made the right decision to turn around. The ground crew ripped out the carpet and put a new one in. Considering the circumstances, the ground crew did a great job, along with the attendants and the pilots. Another passenger who also drew the short straw said it was the worst smell imaginable. My partner was on the flight. It was pretty bad. It was dribbled down the aisle. It smelled horrible, they said. The vanilla-scented disinfectant used on it only made it smell like vanilla crap. Well, it's not like you can even crack a window open. I mean, that's a funny, like, I just picture, like, you know, there, and every time the plane, like, slopes down, even the slightest, like, it starts to run, and the people up front are like, no. Nose up.
Oh,
I mean, that is just a terrible situation. I can't imagine how embarrassed this guy must have been.
You know, I bet this happens a lot more than we know. Like, there's thousands of flights every day, right? Like, there's thousands of planes in the air at all times. There's got to be somebody shitting their pants at some point.
I mean, I'm sure people have shit their pants, but I don't think very many have actually, like, just shit in the aisle away.
Yeah. God. Ugh. If there was one thing I could just change about humans, it'd be shitting, maybe. That might be the one thing.
It really is inconvenient.
Yeah.
The whole I mean, even like having to piss like all the time is inconvenient.
Yeah, for sure.
If we could, figure out, we need to evolve to where we don't have to
Yeah.
pee and poop. Really,
Then we'd be the perfect species.
we really would.
Except for all the murdering and other stuff.